Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please be joined today by Jackson County Sheriff Nathan Sickler and Medford Police Chief Randy Sparacino. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
So we're here today to talk about the Jackson County Jail, looking to get it on the ballot this fall, Sheriff. So I guess right now we're looking at $166 million. How's the county going to afford this?
Well, the proposed idea is to go after funding through a service district that would support the operations of the jail long-term and help offset the cost of building the jail. The county so far has proposed to use about $60 million, actually about $66.5 million, because land has already been purchased out of the reserve funds. And between that and then a $100 million bond to facilitate the rest of the construction, and then the service district would help pay that bond down and the operations of the jail moving forward.
Okay, and to give people an idea of I guess our jail here in downtown Medford is quite old. How many beds does this one have currently, and what would a new jail look like?
Yeah, we have about 340 total beds. We operate at 300 during the day and 315 at night, and we've kind of incrementally upped the capacity this last year by 8 beds, during the daytime, and then up to 315 at night. But we're running about 95% of our overall capacity, and that's actually outside of best practice. We want to be running about 15 to 20% under for safety and managing prisoners and classifications and things like that.
Okay, and the 166 proposal would bring how many beds?
About 800, which means we would probably budget for 700 of those beds, and we would try to run about 650.
Okay, so quite considerably more.
Yeah, it would over double what our thing. And
okay.
Just also one thing is our average daily population in our jail is about 340.
Okay, all right, and Chief, you kind of alluded to it before we recorded. I guess it was a couple years ago that the sheriff decided to open 60 more beds in the jail. You guys saw a difference downtown?
Yeah, we've seen a demonstrative reduction in crime rates in the city of Medford over the past couple of years. Some of it I attribute to those additional extra beds and the fact that we're actually able to hold people until their appearance date.
Interesting. Okay, and Sheriff, you were talking about the finances. Isn't there something? Is it a library bond that's coming off in next year as well?
A library bond will be dropping off the tax roll in 2020, and so with that falling off, and then the proposed 83 cents. I believe it's about 12.5 cents that'll be coming off the tax roll. So then the overall impact to the taxpayer will be about 71 cents per thousand instead of 83.
Yeah, okay. Every little bit helps when you're talking about taxpayers. You know this as you're doing your research. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're talking about the proposed Jackson County Jail with Sheriff Nathan Sickler and Medford Police Chief Randy Sparacino. Chief, I want to ask you, you appeared in a video for the Sheriff's Office along with many other local police chiefs, kind of talking about the need for a new jail. You didn't have to do that. Why did you?
It's the right thing to do. Our community absolutely needs a new jail. Our jail was overcrowded shortly after it was constructed, and as the largest community in the county, we see day to day what the demands are on our criminal justice system, and a new jail will have long-reaching impacts with reduction in crime, with the ability for rehabilitation and services within that jail.
And Sheriff, where are we at in the process? I mean, you guys were talking about a district. Is this something we need to sign off, if that's the right word, from local cities?
Yeah, each city within Jackson County will need to agree to participate within the district. And so I'll be going around to the various city governments and talking to them about the jail plan and asking if they would want to be involved in the district. And then, of course, the county will do their part to formulate the plans and the proper documentation to get the district started.
Okay, and just so people understand that the city councils will vote on whether they will support it, and that essentially will forward it to the ballot for this fall, where everyone will get to vote on it, correct?
Yeah, that's our hope is that each city would agree to participate, and they'll have to do that through a resolution, I believe, which the city council would take a vote on that, and then hopefully by November we would have an opportunity to get this on the ballot for the public to vote on.
Okay, is there any aspect, Chief, that stands out to you most about what do you like about the proposal? I imagine you're pretty clued in with everything that's being discussed.
What I like is that there actually is going to be the ability for treatment within the new facility, and stopping that cycle of abuse and being able to get people through treatment stops recidivism, and it will help reduce crime rates.
Yeah, can you speak to that, Sheriff? We've talked a lot about the jail, but there
Yeah.
are some aspects of that out at the
Yeah,
location.
treatment is an important part, I think, for our community partners and for members of our community, and it really is, the best practice to be able to, instead of just returning people to the street without any type of plan or kind of hope, being able to give treatment within the jail and get people on the right track so then they can follow up with our community partners and social services to stay clean and productive, and then hopefully that will reduce the amount of lodgings and the crime that we see in the valley.
All right, good to see you. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Chief, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.